Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am going to do a flip through for the month of January that is in my Bookworm Life Planner. I've had a few people ask if I would do a monthly flip through since I'm not doing monthly plan with me videos anymore. I don't have to do any setup or preparation for this. It's already done for me. So I am going to do this monthly. I'll probably do it, beginning of the next month. So for example, we're in the beginning of February and this is for January. So when the month is full, I will do a flip through for you guys so you can kind of see what it looks like when I have it all filled up and see how my progress is. And this is a Bookworm Life Planner. This is the reading planner I'm using for 2020. And I got this on Etsy at the shop Peanut Butter Taco. So I will leave that linked down below. I'll leave her shop link down below along with the link for the planner itself. Now, this is an older planner and the new ones are a little bit different. The background here is purple instead of blue, and there's just a few little differences on the inside, but nothing too crazy. So it's basically what this is. You're not going to see a whole lot of differences, but there's a few things here and there. So I will go ahead and show you what January looks like all filled up and kind of some of the progress that I'm making. Okay, so this is my yearly wrap up. So these are going to be all the books that I read through 2020. And I'm just starting from the top and I'm just going. So when I finish a book, the next book is what I write the title of the spine on. And then I will color it in. I am color coordinating for genres. And so that's kind of giving me a good look at, oh, okay, I read 5 contemporary books in January. That's interesting. I only read 1 thriller. I read 2 fantasies and I read 1 sci-fi. So that's kind of interesting. Contemporary would not be a genre I would think of that I read the most of. I would think I read more thrillers, but not in January. So that's going to be kind of a fun little experiment to see what I'm reading. Now I have seen other people scatter their books throughout the bookshelves. They're not going in order basically. And that's just a personal choice, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. Some people don't want all the genres to be together, like they don't want, if you're doing contemporary-thon, this is going to be all the same color, you know what I mean? So if you decide to even do it that way, but you can just do this however you want. And I'm just coloring as I go. So that is what I read in January. For the Lord of the Read Along here, I did finish The Hobbit. So I wrote down some notes and some of my my star rating and just some of the things I thought about the book, and then I colored the book in when I was finished. This is my 5-year unhaul. I have it separated by the months I'm going to be doing this project, and then I have the books listed in here that I need to read. So by the end of March, I have these 5 books that I need to either read, or if I haven't read them, I'm going to unhaul them. So my most anticipated list is here, which we did that for book list in the month of January, some of our most anticipated reads of the year. And when I finish one of these, I will highlight it off. But my goal is to read all of these except for Empire of the Vampire, because that has been pushed to 2021 now. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm sad about that. And I put a little sad face on here, but I am actually reading one of these right now. So when I'm finished with it, I will be able to highlight that off, which is awesome. I did write my goals in here, which I have a video on that. These are my NetGalley books. I wrote down everything that I have from NetGalley, absolutely everything. And then when I read something, I'm going to highlight it off. So I've already read 3 and I'm actually almost finished with a 4th one right now. And then when I get new books, I'm just adding them to the list. So this will probably be all full by the end of the year. So for the month of January, what I did was let me zoom in. Okay, so for the month of January, what I did was I used some stickers that I got at the same shop, and there's a little book here. And so these are going to be physical books, and I would write all the physical books down that I wanted to read. And then I have a Kindle sticker, again from the same shop, and I wrote down the Kindle books I wanted to read, and an audiobook sticker, and wrote down the audiobooks I want to listen to. Now, when I finish one of these books, I would highlight it off. And I just choose a color every month. I chose red this time, don't really know why. But I would highlight all the books that I read for the month. So when I finish it, I highlight it off, and that's good. So all these ones that are not highlighted are books that I just wasn't able to either start or I just didn't finish them yet. Some of them I'm actually in the middle of and I haven't finished them yet. I also got a book challenge sticker sheet from the same shop again, and it's like a monthly challenge, and every month there's like a little prompt and you can pull off the sticker and stick it in your planner. So I decided to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of them, but they are books now that I'm picking something for that prompt and I'm going to see if I can read it. So for example, for January the prompt was read the first book recommended to you in 2020. For me it was Room by Anna Donahue, which was recommended to me by Hulda on Goodreads, and I have that book. So I put that on my list, but I wasn't able to get to it. But now it's on my radar, and I'm going to see if maybe I can sneak it in somewhere sometime this year. So as long as I read it sometime this year, you know, I'll just kind of make a note that I did do that. Okay, so that's how I'm doing my monthly TBR things. So I'm just, you know, keeping track and highlighting them off as I go. And then this is my schedule for YouTube. So I will write in the days that I want to post a video and which one I want to post, and then I'll make a little check mark next to it when it's already uploaded. So that kind of helps me keep track of what I have already uploaded to YouTube and make sure everything is ready to go. So that's my schedule. For videos, I did write down all the videos that I wanted to do in the month, and I will check them off when I have them up. As you can see, I have a couple on here that I ended up not being able to post in January, so I'm going to keep those in mind for February and post them when I can, but most of these are checked off. And then for book list, I write down the date, the Thursday, what the prompt is, and then on the side I will write in my answers for it. So whatever I want to talk about on the list. So that's ready for me to go. Sometimes if we tend to do our month ahead of time. So I'll write down the prompts and then I'll start making my list. And then, you know, when I'm ready to film, it's already there done for me. So that's nice. Okay, February ARCs, I have them all written down here. These are the ones that are publisher contact. So these are the ones I've promised to do for publishers. And then these down here are either NetGalley books, which is not, you know, I don't have a date to post that by, or they're unsolicited. So I got them, but I don't have a commitment to read them necessarily. So I wrote these down here. And then I will check them off when I'm done. I'm still working on those. And then over on this blank page here, I decided to get these stickers that say ARC request, and again, from the same shop. So it says ARC request, and I will write down the book and the author, and these are books that I have requested to get ARCs from, whether it's from NetGalley or from the publisher itself. And then when I get answers on them, or, you know, if I know whether or not I'm going to get them or not, the cool thing about that is that these have approved and denied stickers on them as well. And I can pull these off and I can put either, you know, I can put approved, denied, you know, whatever. So I know what I'm getting and what I'm not. And they are so cute. Aren't those adorable? I love those. So I bought these a while ago, and I actually just ordered 2 more sheets because just in January alone I used 5 of them. So and I like to request ARCs. You know, if I have a book coming out that I know about that I'm really excited, I will request it, you know, whether it's on NetGalley or whether it's from the publisher themselves. I have no problem emailing and asking for them. So I still don't have any answers on any of these. I think I'm probably going to get at least one. I already have contact, but I'm going to wait until I get it before I put approved. But I think I am going to get at least one of these, but the other ones I haven't heard of anything yet. So we'll see. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use this blank page for. And then this would probably be readathons, but I didn't do any readathons in January. This is my Book Democracy tic-tac-toe board, which I do every month on the Book Democracy Facebook group. And this was my bingo board for the month, and I will just color them in when I fulfill a prompt, and I write down the book that I read for that prompt as well. So this month I only had 1 bingo. Sometimes I try to fill it up, but it doesn't always happen. It's been a while. I think I've only done that once. But yeah, so I got 1 bingo for the month of January for that. And on notes, I'm just writing things that are coming up that I need to keep in mind. And then here is my monthly wrap up. So I will write the spines down here, and then I will put my star rating here as well. Let me show you that a little more up close. I will put the star rating for the book that I read up there. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's not really anywhere else to do that. So that's how I'm kind of doing it. I'm just putting star rating above the book. I did have a couple of DNFs this month as well, so I'm just writing those down here on the shelves if I DNF a book. And then my books acquired. Now this is something that's different in the new one. There's more, this is kind of shifted up and there's more lines available. I made my own lines in this one. So for example, let me show you what February's looks like because that's not filled in yet. For February, this is what it looks like in the older version. But I had a lot more than this to haul. I think I had twice as much. So I just drew lines in between. Like I would draw a line in between these two and these two and these two. So I had to write small, but that's okay. So I wrote down all the books that I got in the month of January. So that's all there, and then who they were from. So that's ready for me to go. And then we are into February now. So this is what February looks like. As of right now, I have my book here. And I chose the color pink to go with all this. My book sticker, my Kindle sticker, my audiobook sticker, and then I have the prompt for the month. So, which I don't have anything picked for yet. I'll just fill that in later whenever I feel like it. And one thing I'm also doing is I'm going to put a little post-it for each month. And these are all the books that I wanted to read in January or had on my TBR that I didn't actually get to. And I'm going to keep this kind of going and seeing like if I can start crossing them off throughout the year. And that way, you know, I can kind of remember what I had on my TBR and like, oh, I never did read that. Let me read it now type thing. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, so that is what is going on for the month of January. Let's see if I can update anything back here. I am keeping some quotes back here that I want to read, or that I want to remember, sorry, that I want to read. I actually have a few more that I need to write in here. I've been keeping them on my phone because I would just grab my phone when I read a quote that I really like and wrote it down. So I think I have 3 more to put in here. So I could probably fill up a couple more bubbles right now, which I think I'm going to do since I have it with me. But yeah, so I'm actually doing this, which is good. And then let's see, I am doing my review books here. So these are the books that are these are books that are in my ARC. What's the video that I do every month? My monthly ARC review videos. So these are the ones that I promise publishers are coming, and I'm keeping them in here. And then I'm trying to do the star ratings based on what color I'm using on YouTube as my thumbnail. I don't know if you've noticed, but for January I used purple. So that, and then February is pink. So my stars are going to go into, they're going to be pink. So I'm trying to keep up with that. And then let's see, what's after this? Is it this one? Yeah. So 20 series in 2020. Nope. I actually can start one because I did start the Lord of the Rings, and that's going to be a series that I read through this entire year. I'm going to use these same stencils, these number stencils, and I'm going to do like one, because they're going to, you know, they're going to be this size. So I'll do like a number 1, and then I'll write down all 3 books, or all 4 books, including The Hobbit, on there when I finish them. And then I can put number 2, and then however many books I read in whatever series. And I want to keep the numbers like that. So I haven't played with that yet, but I will get there. Book exchange that I did with Krista and Lindsay, I wrote back here, and I have not read any of those yet. This is a gifted page. So all the books that have been gifted to me, I'm trying to write down every single book that is sent to me from you guys. That was a gift. And when I read them, I'm going to mark them off. And as of right now, I can't mark any off for this year yet. I don't think I've read anything that has been a gift. That will change here very soon. I actually have a couple of these on my TBR for February, so I plan to mark off a couple of those. And then back here, I have my color coding for my genres for my yearly wrap up here. So, you know, contemporary is pink, and thrillers are gray, and middle grade is yellow, and fantasy is blue, and, you know, science fiction, historical fiction, nonfiction, classic, and paranormal or dystopian. So that's kind of my key for the genres that I'm going to be coloring in my book spines. And back here there is a clear pocket, and I can put all of my stickers back here. So these are the stickers I've gotten from her shop. So these are the ARC request ones. And then I have a couple of those. I'm getting a couple more. And then these are the reading challenge that I actually used all those. But these are, let me show you. They all came in this little packet, so I just kind of keep them together. But these are the books, like the physical books, and then I have the Kindles, and then the audio books. So these are all available in her shop. So I will leave her Etsy shop link down below. And that's it, guys. So that is my planner filled out for the month of January and kind of where I am as far as progress on some of my projects that are happening throughout the year. So that's what's happening in my planner right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, I will leave her shop link down below, but I am absolutely loving it. I can't get enough, and I just want to order all the things. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.